box of letters tied in faded blue, fragments of a sky I once knew. Black and white, the edges starting to fray, holding on to ghosts of yesterday. Antique mirrors reflecting an empty chair, the scent of dry jasmine in the air, dusty sunlight dancing on the floor, tracing paths to things we are no more. Captured in the echo of Mises Hall, where the autumn leaves begin to fall, a quiet place to remember it all. Riding shadows on the wooden wall, in the echo of Mises Hall. Flickers with a golden tongue, singing songs that we have always sung. An amber flame that keeps the cold at bay, guiding all the memories home to stay. The book is closed, the candle starts to dim, filled with longing to the very brim, in the echo of Mises Hall, in the echo of Mises Hall. Box of letters tied in faded blue, fragments of a sky I once knew. Black and white, the edges starting to fray, holding on to ghosts of yesterday. Antique mirrors reflecting an empty chair, the scent of dry jasmine in the air, dusty sunlight dancing on the floor, tracing paths to things we are no more. Captured in the echo of Mises Hall, where the autumn leaves begin to fall, a quiet place to remember it all. casting shadows on the wooden wall in the echo of Misa's hall. The oil lamp flickers with a golden tongue, singing songs that we have always sung. An amber flame that keeps the cold at bay, guiding all the memories home to stay. The book is closed, the candle starts to dim, filled with longing to the very brim, in the echo of Misa's hall, in the echo of Misa's hall. Up the stairs to the top of the house, quietly now, like a velvet mouse. Open the latch and leave your shoes, leave the weight of the daily news. The old rocking horse is drifting by in a room that's open to the sky. Misa swims through the dusty air, touching the ghosts that are gathered there. Weightless in Misa's attic sky, watching the heavy world go by. No more must and no more try, just the drifting of a butterfly in Misa's attic sky. The dust is dancing in an orange light, turning the attic into something bright. A copper glow on a wooden floor, where the gravity is seen no more. Let your feet leave the wooden beam, you're only as heavy as a dream in Misa's attic sky. cold moon. It doesn't care for the afternoon. The lens is made of a frozen tear to bring the invisible beauty near. Misa adjusts the marble dial to see the truth behind a weary smile. She finds a galaxy of hidden hope under the eye of her telescope. Watching through Misa's marble lens, where the journey of the ego ends. A cosmic map for the best of friends, healing the heart as it finally mends through Misa's marble lens. 1,000 cracks and a jagged edge left on the cold and the stony ledge. Misa picks up the broken parts, the tired maps of the human hearts. She doesn't hide where the wounds have been, or the places where the pain crawled in. She fills the gaps with a liquid sun until the healing work is done. Mended by Misa's golden glue, turning the old into something new. The scars are beautiful, the scars are true, holding the spirit like a morning dew by Misa's golden glue. is washing the streets of sound. Quiet footsteps on the sodden ground. I leave the heavy coat of the day by the door where the shadows play. My palms find warmth on the kettle side. Nowhere for the restless heart to hide. Just the silver steam and the attic light, dissolving the edges of the night. Let it fall, let it wash away in this cradle of the silver gray. Unlearning the noise, unbinding the soul. The rain is making the broken whole. A single candle, a flame so small, painting a miracle on the wall. The wood grain table, the ink, the pen, finding the rhythm of peace again. Let it fall, let it wash away in this cradle of the silver gray. The blue of the dusk, the candles glow, safe in the quiet that we only know. A golden ember in the grate, telling the world that it can wait. The velvet darkness is a friend, where every beginning meets its end. Letting go now, cradle of the silver gray, deep and clean. High above, where the iron rafters meet, are the songs we sang when life was sweet. Voices lost in the rush of the years, now singing away the weight of the fears. Mesa opens the cages made of gold, releasing the stories that were never told. The words take flight in a colorful blur. Everything is light because of her. heard in the song of Mrs. Aviary, a melody that's light and legendary, lifting the soul from the cemetery into a sky that's bright and visionary. In the song of Mrs. Aviary. The glass is stained with an orange fire, lifting the spirit higher and higher. A copper wing in a velvet sky, watching the world say its last goodbye. Listen to the wind, listen to the air. Your voice is home, and it's always there. In the song of Mrs. Aviary. In the song of Mrs. Aviary. The gears are turning in a brass embrace, counting the lines on a wooden face. Missa paints the hours with a needle of gold, keeping the secrets that the centuries hold. She catches a second before it can fly, pinning it down like a butterfly. The pendulum swings like a heavy heart, but Misa knows how to take it apart. Home in the tick of Misa's workshop, where the spinning world is allowed to stop. From the basement floor to the chimney top, every heavy burden is allowed to drop. In the tick of Mrs. Workshop. The center gear is a wheel of amber fire, winding up the soul and the tired desire. An orange spark in a forest of steel, turning the shadows into something real. Forget the calendar, forget the day. The moment is here and it's going to stay. In the tick of Mrs. Workshop. In the tick of Mrs. Workshop. The leaves are heavy with a mercury glow, bending to the river that flows below. Misa waters the roots of a crystal tree with the salt of the earth and the deep of the sea. Petals of glass shatter on the grass, singing a song as the seasons pass. She harvests the echoes from a silver bell, telling the secrets that the roses tell. Found in the mirror of Misa's garden, where the winter ice begins to pardon, watching the lines of the spirit sharpen under a sky that's soft and carbon, in the mirror of Misa's garden. The golden koi is a flash of orange flame in a silver world that has no name. A copper streak in a liquid mirror, bringing the distant dreams much nearer. Wash your hands in the cool of the night. Everything is silver, everything is right, in the mirror of Misa's garden, in the mirror of Misa's garden. It's not made of ink, it's made of desire, drawn by the smoke of a traveler's fire. The coastlines shift and the mountains move, finding a rhythm and a brand new groove. Misa points to a spot in the sea, an island that belongs only to me. The island of sleep or the harbor of yes, under the hem of a silver dress, sailing by Misa's golden map, falling into the universe's lap. No more boundaries, no more trap, closing the distance and the heavy gap by Misa's golden map. The ink is glowing with an orange light, guiding the ship through the velvet night. A copper path on an ancient ancient scroll, guiding the compass of the tired soul. Put away the compass, put away the oars. The sea is yours and the land is yours. By Misa's golden map. Misa sits where the white clouds rest, folding a dream within her chest. Squares of paper, sharp and neat, turning the air into something sweet. With a gentle crease and a silver line, she makes the heavy world feel fine. She throws a crane into the blue, and suddenly it's breathing too. Floating in the fold of Misa's paper sky, watching the ink-stained sorrows fly. No more gravity, no more why, just the wings of a soft lullaby. In the fold of Misa's paper sky. The sun dips low, an orange flame, giving each bird a secret name. A copper glow on a paper beak, finding the words we couldn't speak. Let the wind carry the page away. You're a bird of paper today. In the fold of Misa's paper sky. The station has no roof, only silk and lace, floating gently in a velvet space. Umbrellas of yellow and polka dot red, protecting the dreams that the sleepers said. Misa stands on the platform of drifting smoke, wearing a heart like a tailored cloak. She checks the schedule of the falling stars, watching the light leave the passing cars. Wait in the shelter of Misa's shade, where the heavy debts of the world are paid. Let the colors of the evening never fade in the quiet plans that the moon has made. In the shelter of Misa's shade. the damp and the cold desire, an amber spark in a rainy street, keeping the rhythm of the heartbeat. Hold on tight to the silver handle of the sky. The storm is over, don't you cry. In the shelter of Misa's shade, in the shelter of Misa's shade. Misa sits with a sheet of frozen white, cutting out the shapes of the winter light, a geometric dream in every flake, falling for the sake of a heartache. She designs the silence of a forest floor and the frosted glass of a lonely door. One by one the patterns start to drift, a quiet, cold and silver gift. Dressed in the frost of Misa's winter, where the heavy wood begins to splinter, a sanctuary for the weary sprinter to find the light in the deepest center. In the frost of Misa's winter. But in the corner, an orange fire roars, guarding the soul behind the heavy doors. A copper sun in a room of white, holding the balance of the winter night. Watch the crystals dance against the pane. The world is white and clean again. In the frost of Misa's winter, in the frost of Misa's winter. The pillars are cedar, the roof is the pine, where the sun and the morning dew intertwine. No stained glass windows, just the light of the day, showing the traveler heavy loss, she listens to the organ of the howling wind, where the broken spirits are finally pinned. Praying in the wood of Misa's cathedral, finding a peace that is purely ethereal. The world is a cycle, the world is a wheel, but here in the branches the magic is real. In the wood of Misa's cathedral. The sky is bleeding in orange fire, lifting the prayer higher and higher. A copper light on the forest floor, asking the winner to wait at the door. The incense is pine and the choir is birds. There's no more need for the human words in the wood of Misa's cathedral. The boxes are unpacked, the floor is clean, the most beautiful space I have ever seen. No ghosts in the corner, no dust on the shelf, just the quiet breath of my truest self. Misa smiles and she sets the final table, finally steady and finally able to leave the door open and let the wind in, knowing exactly where to begin. Home in the peace of Misa's heart, where the end is just a brand new start, a masterpiece of a life's work of art, where the soul and the joy never depart, in the peace of Misa's heart. Drowning in an orange light, erasing the memory of the longest night. A copper dawn on the whitewashed wall, the most beautiful answer of them all. The journey is over, the coffee is warm. You have survived the greatest storm, in the peace of Misa's heart, in the peace of Misa's heart. in a room filled with jars of unspent hours, pressed between the leaves of dried up flowers, minutes that we saved for a rainy day, now gathered in a silver-lined tray. Misa polishes the seconds with a chamois cloth, careful not to wake the sleeping moth. She keeps the Tuesdays that we didn't use, and the Sundays spent in a velvet blues, locked inside the vault of Misa's time, where the mountain of life is easy to climb. Every wasted moment is a perfect rhyme, frozen in the frost and the winter lime, in the vault of Misa's time. The sand is glowing with a fiery heat, where the past and the future finally meet. An orange river in a glass terrain, soothing the ache and the ghost of the pain. Don't rush to the exit, don't look at the sun. The counting of years has only begun, in the vault of Misa's time, in the vault of Misa's time. The ceiling opens to a sea of stars, hanging low like glowing jars. Gravity is just a forgotten law in this room of wonder and of awe. Wooden birds begin to flap their wings, tied to golden, invisible strings. A spinning globe of liquid blue and green, the strangest sight that I have ever seen. Lost inside the magic of Misa's room, where the silver lilies start to bloom, beyond the reach of shadows and of gloom, weaving light upon a cosmic loom, in the magic of Misa's room. An hourglass space is filling up with light, measuring the pulse of the night. Every grain a story yet to tell, caught within a soft enchanting spell. Begins to hum a tune, reflecting the crescent of the moon, an orange glow that warms the frozen air, finding hidden treasures everywhere. Close your eyes and let the spirit soar. You're not on the ground anymore. In the magic of Misa's room. In the magic of Misa's room. No screeching of metal, no neon glare, just the scent of lavender in the air. The tracks are made of velvet and braid, running through tunnels of silver and jade. Misa's the conductor of the quiet line, where the passengers feel perfectly fine. The seats are silk and the floors are fur, everything moves at the speed of a purr. Gliding through Misa's silk tunnel, pouring the peace through a velvet funnel, escaping the noise and the concrete jungle, where the voices of the world never rumble. In Misa's silk tunnel. The cabin glows with an orange heat, soothing the rhythm of the tired feet. An amber light on a window of smoke, wrapping the soul in a heavy cloak. Rest your head as the stations pass by. You're under the ground, but you're touching the sky. In Misa's silk tunnel. catches the rain's refrain. Time is a ghost in this quiet room, scent of old books and coffee bloom. My fingers trace the rim of yesterday, watching the steam dance its life away. A hand-stitched coaster, a story told. In this small corner, the world grows old. Oh, let the clock forget to chime in this shelter of porcelain and time. The rhythm of raindrops, a heartbeat slow. Nowhere to be and nowhere to go. Dusty memories on the mantel rest. A silver spoon, a simple guest. The light is amber, the shadows deep. Secrets the window is starting to keep. Wait for the lantern to catch its breath, folding the silence, defying the theft of a world moving far too fast outside. Here is the place where the soul can hide. Oh, let the clock forget to chime in the shelter of porcelain and time. The blue of the dusk, the candles glow, safe in the quiet that we only know. Fading into the mist, shelter of porcelain and time. Just the rain, just the cup. The stars are falling like salt on the floor outside the frame of the final door. Misa wipes the counter made of night, serving the weary a ghost of light. A cup of silence or a glass of void for the memories the day destroyed. Hang your coat on a black hole's rim where the light of the sun is gray and dim. Sipping from the cup of Misa's edge, safe of the cosmic ledge, the ultimate secret, the final pledge. The world is just a garden hedge at the cafe of Misa's edge. Sign is a burning orange eye, the only fire in a frozen sky, an amber glow in the deep unknown, telling the soul it's not with a single tear. Leave your name and leave your fear at the cafe of Misa's edge. I looked for the lighthouse, I looked for the train, I looked for the shelter in the pouring rain. I walked through the desert and the silk subway, chasing the light of a different day. But Misa was waiting at the end of the hall, the simplest answer of them all. She wasn't a place or a star in the sky, she was the hello and the goodbye. Always hope in the spirit of Misa, the final piece of the living pizza. Spirit of Misa. The world is drowning in an orange fire, fulfilling the soul's ultimate everything is true. sun begins to burn, and the wheels of the city start to turn. Misa walks with a silver jar under the ghost of the morning star. She gathers the tears from the blades of grass in a vessel made of the clearest glass, to wash the eyes and to wash the mind, leaving the bitter days behind, cleansed by the dew of Misa's fields, to see the harvest that the spirit yields. A quiet armor, a velvet shield, where the broken heart is finally healed, in the dew of Misa's fields. The drop is burning with an oranged sun, knowing the cleansing has just begun. A copper spark in a liquid eye, saying a beautiful soft goodbye. Drink the morning, feel the cool, like a child on the way to school, in the dew of Misa's fields. The window melts into a sea of stars, healing the world and its hidden scars. A garden grows in a teacup swirl, away from the spinning of the world. My hands are weaving a lace of light, braiding the mist and the velvet night. An ivory clock that has no hands, in this room where the silence stands. Hush now, the moon is coming to tea, in the garden of the inner sea, floating on clouds of jasmine and rain, losing the weight of every chain. Petals of silver on the wooden floor, peace as a key in the master's door. The kettle whistles a blue note song, where we both know that we belong. Look at the lantern, a captured sun, now that the labor of day is done. A warm orange spark in the indigo deep, watching the tired city sleep. Hush now, the moon is coming to tea in the garden of the inner sea, floating on clouds of jasmine and rain, losing the weight of every chain, drifting so light, garden of the inner sea. Just peace, just this. The curtains breathe a pale and milky light, saying goodbye to the velvet night. The world is waking in a silver haze, lost in the rhythm of the early days. Small hands are grinding beans of roasted brown, far from the clamor of the waking town. A wooden spoon, a bowl of glazed ceramic, peace is the only thing that's truly dynamic, found within the stillness of Mrs. Dawn, before the shadows of the day are drawn. A gentle spirit on a velvet lawn, knowing where the weary soul has gone. In the stillness of Mrs. Dawn. The marmalade jar is caught in a golden trap, a splash of amber on the table's lap, an orange fire in a crystal glass, watching the morning clouds slowly pass. Take a breath and let the coffee steam. Life is but a soft and steady dream. In the stillness of Mrs. Dawn. In the stillness of Mrs. Dawn. blue, mending the holes that the wind blew through. Misa weaves a blanket of evening mist, soft as a promise and a quiet kiss. She sews the mountains to the edge of the sky, under the gaze of a needle's eye. A tapestry of secrets and velvet rope, binding the sorrow to a grain of hope. Wrapped in the silk of Misa's loom, exhaustion fades in the quiet room, a safe retreat from the world of doom, where the flowers of the spirit bloom. In the silk of Misa's loom. The center spool is a burning orange light, stitching the day to the velvet night. A copper thread in a world of gray, showing the dreamer a better way. Close the curtains and let it be. The dream is woven for you to see. In the silk of Misa's loom.